Copy.
6444.
644.
I'm gonna be around the 2067 Township Road 220.
Okay.
She's over here.
Yep.
We're on clear 613 and now 43.
Copy.
$39.73.
And
I spoke to the RP. She has no description. She just seen a flashlight and a mill ring at her.
copy.
One eight eight 217 or 229. Can you guys text me the code to Washington Street?
Copy.
Squad 12, County 37 SOMC.
Copy. 2140.
203, chat it to you.
Thanks, sir. You were wrong, 204. $39 at 23. Good. Which direction are you coming from? About 15 or so minutes. We're coming from 348. Copy. If you come down Dry Run on the Shepherd Fork, he might be heading towards Dry Run or off Dry Run somewhere. I copy.
101. King George Charles 7156. King George Charles 7156. 3300 buggy.
Go ahead.
63 667 63 667.
Okay.
229, 188.
Go ahead. 22 to 23 to wreck. You can disregard.
Dispatch is advising that it's not allowing him to send a second report for the CFS that we have created.
Okay, that's fine.
All right, everybody, it's Friday night, Street Beat Live. We are in Wheelersburg, Ohio tonight. And if you would, please, I see there's some folks on. Please let us know if you can hear not only my voice, but also the scanner in behind. And while you're doing that,
Mag 12.
hopefully you should have been able to hear that. So if you just let me know that you can see everything, hear everything, this is our scanner. This is the SCDN scanner. We own the receiving tower, and if you would like to have your own copy of this scanner, including the archives, then please let us know, and we will get you the information. I didn't put that in the description.
Dispatch, Medic 12.
Medic 12.
Yes, ma'am, Midcom just called in here. They're advising your patient's going to be a priority 2 trauma alert.
12 copy.
All right, Deborah Creech says, I can hear you all. Wonderful. Thank you very much. All right, so we're in Wheelersburg, and tonight we'll be covering Wheelersburg, Franklin Furnace, and Sciotaville. That's the plan. But also, if anything of note breaks loose in downtown, we will take you there and hopefully not lose the signal going through New Boston. And then also, as we hear calls on the scanner that are in different parts of the area, I'll do my bestest to let you know kind of what's going on with the codes that they use and all that kind of good stuff, just to keep you apprised of what's happening in the rest of the county. But right now, Austin and I are in Wheelersburg.
904, 405.
3973. Negative contact. I'm on 35 down to dry run. I'll check a couple other places on Shepherd Fork.
What's happening right now is the police are looking for someone on the west side. As you just heard, he's going to go down through Shepherd Fork, and before
217, 188.
Not a 4, it's B406.
Copy, 904, 406.
Go ahead.
405, there's occupied 82. 52 eastbound between 243. Ashland Bridges.
Yeah. Have you already generated a tow report? Negative. Copy. I'll go ahead and generate it. I want to have a incident report on a different CFS for this.
405, we've already spoke to those individuals. They have a tow truck on the way to get it. Copy.
Okay, so what's happening now is there are 2 wrecks. One is in Lawrence County. Our scanner covers Scioto County, but it also includes
52-43. Have a good night.
52, clear, man.
it also includes Lawrence County, Pike County and the Ohio State Patrol in Jackson County, all on one channel. So I will let you know. So we have an accident in Lawrence County. We have an accident within the city of Portsmouth. And then out in the county on the west side, we have deputies looking for a suspect. And prior to going live, they said they believe that he may be trying to hide in an abandoned vehicle. So they're approaching with caution and bringing in a couple extra folks. So these are our local heroes in action as we station here in Wheelersburg. There are, and we'll be doing Franklin Furnace, Wheelersburg, Sodaville. And of course, if something large breaks in town, we'll zoom back to town. So we just want to give you different parts of the county as we do this street beat. This is every Friday and Saturday night. We'll be live from 9-ish. We were a little bit late, but we were getting here to
21 with clear. Speed.
And getting set up. And then we go to midnight. And the caveat with the midnight is that if we're on a working story, that we will wait until that story has reached its conclusion before we end our live stream. So
644 Portsmouth.
644.
Signal 6 has been released. I'll be 45.
Okay.
So it would really help us out if you would please share this video with folks that you think may be interested. Share it with your friends, your family, your in-laws, and your outlaws. And if you'd like to join us in the
13,
comments.
if you saw that 78, you can disregard it.
We will be
20 to 21.
happy to engage.
Go ahead, sir.
3725 for the last time, bub.
Copy that. 17 there.
So those of you in the comment section, we will absolutely talk with you. Of course, super chats get the shout out first. Plus, they get a live special gift. Oh, it's fun. We've had them about every time we've gone live. So that live special gift is a lot of fun. A lot of fun. And then we also have a couple other features that we'll bring out if the radio is quiet for a bit. We'll do some other features. So,
Short to Walton County, we're clear and return.
Squad 12 clear 2150. Thank you.
At 73 traffic stop. Signal 7 Ohio, King Charles North, 5321. Repeating, King Charles North, 5321.
Medic 12.
12, good.
5-8, Capital.
Copy. 2151.
Comes back to Kurt Adams, Hanscon Morgan Road on a 2010 Chevy 4-door marine collar. Valid tag, valid registered owner, 56-year-old male.
Copy. 37 that vehicle, intersection of 335 and 140. Correction, Dixon Mill 140.
23 from the area.
Clear.
$36 on 37 by 43. Have a good night.
You as well, sir. 21.
3973. Okay. 535 Shepherd Fork from where it turns to Slab Run. I'm going to check the cemetery and out to Dry Run, but this looking like GOA.
You're clear. We do have an additional for you on 17th finger down.
Copy. 68 break from IDL.
68.
Victor David 818993. Repeating Victor David 818993.
So they're still having difficulty trying to find that suspect out there on the west side. And as you heard, they were now possibly going to be looking in some cemeteries.
Goes back to a James Adams, same address on Hanscom Morgan, 21-year-old male, valid, one-line dealer.
And you may have heard them say GOA, and a lot of people listening to the scanner may interpret that as a DOA, but it's a GOA, and it stands for Gone on Arrival. It usually comes with also a UTL, which stands for Unable to Locate. So when we get the reports each morning, it'll say UTL/GOA. But when you hear it on the scanner, GOA, people get all of tore up thinking
59 out of service 43. Have a good night.
that it's a DOA.
59, clear.
$68 33 warning equipment.
Copy. 21.
Seventeen 61 Portland. Signal 2, course 1671.
Okay.
Squad 12 County 3725.
2156.
All right, for dispatch.
Yes, Ella, we are gonna keep the street safe in
Put us
Wheelersburg.
a traffic stop. That same CFS we're still on, please. King Queen Sam 9992. King Queen Sam 9992, please. You can just put it in the call screen there on that same CFS.
3973.
39.
Be back 33, negative contact. I'll be en route to 17th Street.
21 feet.
$12.57 checkup.
Horseman Signal 2, car 3044.
Okay.
Text okay. I'm about to clear myself out. Just got in service.
Okay.
Deborah Creech says, what's happening? We moved our location just to give you something else to look at. We are still in Wheelersburg. We are at the Wheelersburg Kroger. And tonight we will be covering Wheelersburg, Franklin Furnace, and Sciotaville. And as we listen to the scanner together, if something significant breaks out down in Portsmouth, we'll zoom down there. But we promised we were coming to Wheelersburg, and so here we are.
3973. Did the RP give direction of travel for this female or male?
Negative, nor a clothing description. I think it's happened earlier tonight.
Copy.
$12.57, 37.
13. Yeah. Sir, can I get you to call your medical 1561, figure out 522, reference 78? 1257.
5211, Kentucky Officer George 10554. George 10554, Kentucky.
73. Can you read why you were broken?
1661, State Route 522, 1661, State Route 522, 78, front north.
Yeah, okay, I'm in route.
1257, turns valid on a blue 2007 Suzuki SX4.
Okay, so now we're facing 522. There's a call out on 522. It is what's called a 78 call, which is we'll probably see an ambulance come through.
Medics 565.
12, good.
Releasing cattle.
Copy. 2203.
And it did sound like a deputy queued up to say that they were coming. So there's, as you know, lots of ways to get on 522, but this is the most direct route.
344.
93. We'll call it 7th. King John Union 5777. King John Union 5777.
344, turns valid on a white 2012 Kia station wagon out of Ironton. Registered Wendy Davidson. Valid status.
1257,
1257.
B45 is unoccupied. Flashers are on, it's out of the roadway.
All right, you just saw a sheriff's deputy. Go ahead and turn into 522. So he is on the way to that 78 call.
34.
Copy, sir. 2205.
$39.73 on 37.
Copy, 22.
And Sean Lindemood says, what's going on? Hopefully it gets good. Well, we have, right now we just saw a sheriff go down 522 on a 78 call.
7339. Well, I thought it was 37.
See across the street now?
Copy.
Oh, okay, cool. So for those of you that don't know all these codes, that's what I'm here to try to help you do. a code 78 is an alarm code. And so he actually has come back up 522, and he's in the dark. We can see his flashlight. He's right across the street from us. You probably can't see his flashlight. Is that the Bloom? Is that Justin Bloom's law office there?
I think. He didn't even go down the highway. He literally immediately turned into
Oh, okay. All right.
He didn't give a damn about that call.
Hmm?
He didn't give a damn about that call.
Yeah, it was,
Third.
this is him here.
He was looking like he was checking the parking lot.
Sure, you got
Yeah.
Property check, okay. I'm very close.
Officer?
Okay, so he just gave the all clear on that one. So that alarm is, everything's fine, nothing nefarious going on. And that was Unit 13 from the Sheriff's Department. So that's good. And for those folks, I see that we have new folks joining. This is Street Beats. We're live, and we have the scanner on our DeSoto County Daily News scanner. That is right here, and you can get your very own copy of it if you'd like. Just let us know. We have the receiving towers, so it keeps us highly informed. We get all calls from DeSoto County. We also get calls out of Lawrence County, County, and Jackson County if it's the Ohio Highway Patrol. Sometimes we get prison. Sometimes we get ODNR, forest rangers, all the time. This other broadcast device, you'd have to have 10 windows up at the same time to be able to have the numbers that we have here in this 1, 2 that we upgrade. And that's the devil that
39, now I'm 37.
Cop. Oh, you said.
Break practices. California 7, 9 Frank Young, Zebra 109, 9 Frank Young, Zebra 109.
Readvise what state that was, sir.
California.
Copy, stand by.
He stopped with it 22130-104.
More or less trying to push us off the road.
Well, he's on patrol.
So
He's a good kid. I think he's going.
I don't
What do you do? Head over
towards Granite.
23, stand by on that return. I got code 4 at 348 and 23.
Okay.
Portsmouth, I'm okay.
Report 4, okay.
California deal.
County Control, Valley EMS, Valley FD have a run, Valley EMS, Valley FD have a run. Need to respond to intersection of 23 and 348. 23 and 348, reference to a two-vehicle hit and run. One vehicle took off, the other's airbags deployed in the middle of the intersection. County Control clear, 2213.
Valley 60 County, acknowledge page.
2213.
Valley 47 en route to the station.
Valley 24 not to the station. 2213.
3973. I'm on 3-5 super quick. Attempt to locate that mail. It was the name that you chatted to me.
Medic 31 dispatch.
31.
Steering Katie.
Copy. 13 starters, 2214.
Portsmouth 301.
Good.
31 Lucasville. 23 348. Going to be a gray SUV near the park and ride. Red truck was involved. It fled westbound on 348. We have a plate number for it.
Okay, good.
John Mary Paul 9998.
Okay, I'll be en route.
Copy. 23.
Good.
Comes back on a 23 Honda utility vehicle. It's showing valid to Carvana, the lien holder, and a Tiffany Brunin Cameron, VRO, negative 56. 2 Rio 39.
2130. It's going to be on a blue Chevy Volt.
I copied blue Chevy Volt. Could you read by your 39?
2130-104.
Good copy.
Alright, so I was letting them do their thing. They are working on a hit and run, in Lucasville at the corner of 23 and 348. I'm working right now to get you some pictures of that hit and run. So once they get a description from the victim, they will start and probably have a bolo come out here in the next little bit. So I'm going to work on getting you some pictures, and we're going to take a look here at this main intersection in Wheelersburg, and I'm going to go back over and try to get those pictures from Lucasville. So here we go.
'23.
Okay.
California dealing ready.
Go ahead.
William 1537843. Repeating, William 1537843.
Yep. We'll make contact with the RP and let them know. Yep.
Okay, so here is the intersection of 23 and 348, and where the hit and run was reported, and they said they were at the stop and rest. So that is in your upper left quadrant. And I think if you look real close, I don't know how big a screen you're watching this on, but you can see an ambulance sitting there. I don't think I can zoom in anymore. Might be able to. All right, so we showed you that area. It doesn't look
13-644.
super serious. Thank goodness.
That'll be a bunch of debris in the middle intersection 23 and 348.
There you hear him talking about debris
Wow,
in the road.
291
88
But they certainly
28
53.
53.
they certainly didn't do themselves any favor by
Can you repeat
fleeing.
that, social? 291
88
88
25
25
23.
23.
But yeah, I absolutely imagine that there'll be a bolo for that hit and run. Ella says, I didn't know there were cameras there. Are there any more cameras around here? Yes, but not very many, Ella.
Give me a return on that. 21, you said 2523.
So the that's controlled by ODOT, and you can go to the website called OGO. Let me I'll share this. All right, so here's the website I'm looking at, OGO, and they have cameras mainly in Lucasville. And you'll see that they have a couple more up. But these are, so here's another camera here. This is new, so that's good. Got another camera. Let's take a look at it. I haven't seen this one before. Let's do that. Let's make it bigger. So this says it is the 52 westbound ramp. So this is the newest camera. That hasn't been there before. And then pretty much that's it for Sauter County. There's some in Wakefield. And then the most of them, there's a bunch in Ironton.
"77-year-old male, difficulty breathing. Time out 22:20.
Okay, 21.
Good.
You may want to go on 348. Check prior passing other gas station. Right.
Good.
Damage to their vehicle is going to be right in the middle in the front. It was a head-on. There's probably going to be some substantial damage.
Okay, were they able to see what, gender?
Negative.
Okay.
She said the last four is either going to be 2853 or 3582. If you can't find a crystal under that information, let me know. I have a name and date of birth.
Okay, give me just a second.
301, the Heskett vehicle is going to be not at fault.
Okay.
What, Bermuda County, Marcus out.
Squad 3 clear, 2220.
1693 Portsmouth.
That social is going to be 2853. It's going to come back to a Crystal McGowan. Do you have a clear line?
Yeah, brother.
She's got an 80 out of Tioga County.
Copy that.
Give me just a second. I'm going to call them and confirm.
Copy.
1693.
12-7, the car is me, en route to the 25.
Okay.
Okay, and so to give you an update, it was somebody had spotted the other vehicle that ran in Lucasville. They spotted them at the Briar Patch and contacted police, so that's wonderful. So they're going to go over and check that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 9402 State Route 140. 9402 State Route 140, reference 72. Yeah.
Then they also said, and
233 dispatch.
Yeah.
I will have a male with me en route to county for 217.
Clear.
Okay, and they also said two important things, details, and I'll help educate you on those. The vehicle.
RP advised his brother Caleb Bailey on 6/9, the resident that came in and made 72s to make RP and his girlfriend at code 16 break. Yeah. Be advised, RP was granted a protection order on Wednesday. I don't believe Caleb's been served yet. He does live at that 43, the protection order stating he's to immediately vacate.
Copy. He did not receive his copy of it, not been served.
Correct. RP's advising does not believe he's been served yet.
Copy. Be en route. 52-140. Valley 60 County.
13, I'll be around chilling here or something.
Good, Valley.
All my units will be clear of the scene. This is a no transport, non-injury.
Clear, man. 2228.
68, right for RSF.
68.
Frank Henry Zebra, 6483. Beating Frank Henry Zebra, 6483.
Harry Newcomb out of Mansfield appears on a 2000 Toyota 4-door Channing collar. Valid tag, valid registered owner, 53-year-old male.
Copy. 37 of that vehicle, 335 in Chumwell.
Okay, so let me get you caught up on what we have working. Several things happening, all in the north part of the county right now. Let's start with the hit and run. That was first, and I see Ella found the cameras that we were talking about. So there were no injuries. However, you may have heard that they said that a person in the vehicle had an 80, and in the county an 80 means a warrant. In the city they call it a 15, and you always know that's about to come whenever they say, do you have a secure radio, which she did. Is your radio secure? Yeah, go ahead. I've got an 80 and so to county. So that's what that means. The next one
Be in possession of firearms. No.
13,
all right, I turned the scanner back on. I didn't want to talk over it, but I was hearing in my ear that things are escalating.
Clear.
On the domestic call up 140, the call, and they did it in code, so I'll help you with it. The call basically says a person is coming, apparently an ex is coming to the female's house and has said that he's going to come to the house and he's going to unalive her.
Warning, defect.
Columbus 3452 over ATG Southeast, status check 3452. Checkup from Columbus.
2973.
But they also said that there was a protection order that was issued. However, this
Do me a
person,
favor, make contact with RP back, find out if there are any code 40s in the home or in his bedroom.
okay, so the protection order was issued, but this person has not been served the protection order. So the protection order only goes into force once the person is served. So this person that's going to the house saying that he's going to unalive this female has not been served the protection order. And so the order was given to the officers, that the order was issued and it was to evict immediately. They have to vacate the premises immediately. So these Local heroes are going to have to confront this individual, give him the official paperwork that's been issued by the court. He just hasn't received them yet. And you hear just a minute ago they said for the RP, which is the reporting party, to check the house for 40s and in his bedroom, and a 40 is a gun. So they're taking this call very seriously. And again, this is on the north end. The last two significant calls have come from the north end of the county. So as we listen together, I'll try to decipher these codes for you so you know exactly what's going on. So could be a very tense situation. These domestics are one of the most difficult calls, but we report on these quite a bit, especially when people don't understand there's a lag between getting your
1693-62
protection order and
29 Levi RP stated he's unaware of any code 40s in that room or in the residence in general.
My copy. What's the brother's name?
RP is going to be Matthew Bailey. He's got a protection order against Caleb.
Do we have a call history here?
Yeah, a big one.
I'm familiar with both of these subjects.
Okay, so we have an update. The reporting party is a male, and the
Medcom 107 Scootsdown OSU.
107 Scootsdown OSU 2234.
and the suspect is also a male. And if you remember, they just asked, is there a call history? And they said, I believe the quote was a significant one. And they did double check the house, and the reporting party said that he did not see any firearms within the house. So that's good, but we don't know if the person that has called and made the threat is in possession of a firearm. They're going to have to make contact with that person directly, and they will be doing that any minute now. But yeah, when a protection order is issued by the judge, it does not officially go into effect until it is served to the person, and that's the situation here. So the person will not be in trouble for violating a protection order because they don't have they weren't served the protection order. So whenever they find him, they'll serve him the protection order, and then point out in the order that he is to immediately vacate the premises, and they will stand by to make sure he complies. So that's where we're at. I'll give you as many updates as I can to decipher this. We are in Wheelersburg, covering Wheelersburg, Franklin Furnace, and Sciotaville. And if something breaks loose down in Portsmouth, we'll zoom down and grab it. But right now, for the last little bit, the last two significant calls have been on the north end of the county.
Point out over 37.
Copy, man. 2236.
39 miles out.
Okay, so the deputies just informed that they're 2 to 3 minutes away from the location where the person has made a threat to come and unalive the other person. So they're just a couple of minutes away. So we'll find out here in just a couple of minutes if the person has made it to the residence or not. Hopefully not, because that means there'll be a confrontation that they need to deal with.
23 to county, we're on scene.
2238.
Calmer back 107 is departed OSU RTB this time.
107 will be departing OSU en route back to base 2238. We are fly safe. We'll talk to you next.
Okay, I didn't want to talk over that rescue unit. That's Valley coming back home. So yeah, here in just now, probably about a minute, we will hear from the 2 deputies that are en route to that potentially ugly domestic in the north part of the county, and we'll find out what's going down in Funky Town. And they'll probably use a bunch of codes, and I will do my very best to decipher them as we are here in Wheelersburg, posted up at the intersection, and hoping for calls in Wheelersburg, Frankfurt, Sodaville, and if something significant happens in P-Town, we will certainly head back to P-Town. If you've got any questions for us?
Everything good.
Is this going to be the 4-3 that myself 28 were out at not too long ago?
No affirmative. Where are you just wanting to set things on 28?
Okay. I'm familiar as well. I'm about half a mile out.
Yep.
Okay, so the sheriff's department's getting closer. They just verified to make sure that they were going to go to the right place. Being it's dark and sometimes addresses are hard to see out there, so if you remember, the dispatcher said there was a lengthy call history at this particular location, so they were just verifying that that was the house.
2041.
$228. I'm out with a male on a bike here in front of PA.
301 Portsmouth, I'll be out with the 2-5. The Bradford's here too.
Okay.
Clear. You need another unit?
Okay, so when they say they're out at the 2-5, the 2-5 means the jail.
I got social when you're ready.
Yeah.
It's going to be 281
92
92 7288.
So the person they were dropping off at the jail is that person that...
21. I'm going to be in Routes County, 1 female, beginning mileage 37201.8. 37201.8.
Clear.
Anyway, that person that was turned into, brought to the jail.
228.
Good.
It's coming back to a Sean Cook of New Boston. Negative 80.
Copy.
Person was involved in the wreck, but the wreck they talked about, and they said that the first vehicle that was damaged in the intersection.
2394, myself and 22 or 37ers.
Copy, 2243.
Was not at fault vehicle, but however, bad news, one of the people in the vehicle had a warrant, and so they had to go down to the Hooskow. So that was that person coming in. If you remember, they said that the parental figure was already at the jail to meet with officers to discuss probably bail, but
1364.
Owner's request for next available. Has to be a rollback front end available.
Okay.
So the wreck in Lucasville has been cleaned up and cleared. They are still trying to locate the vehicle that did the hit and run. Somebody called in and said it was at the Briar Patch, but they weren't able to identify if the driver was a male or female. But you just heard another person being brought to the jail. So we didn't hear any other names being ran. So this is just an assumption, but based on the timing and the calls that we've all heard together, it sounds like that may be the person for the hit and run, because we haven't heard anything else going on for somebody to be going to jail for. So it looks like the person that was the victim is in jail, and the perpetrator is on their way to the jailhouse. That's how it sounds from here at this point. Of course, we'll have the official records and documents when we get them on Monday. Our amazing Austin, I had it on mute. Our amazing Austin was on the phone checking with sources.
3 cars. On that.
You don't have a microphone, and last time they said they couldn't hear you very good. So, all right, Austin's going to give you an update on the Lucasville situation.
Of course, my 1364 games are out.
There was actually 3 cars, so it was the one that ran to Briar Patch and 2 cars on scene. Our source went through and said that there was 2 cars there, a couple ambulances, and a couple cop cars.
All right. And then we knew that one person was discovered with a warrant that was in the vehicle that was not at fault. And then randomly another person is called in as being transported to the jail. So we didn't have any other calls, and we've all been listening together. Didn't have any other calls for that to be associated with, so we can only assume that second person would be the at-fault driver for a hit skip.
13 checkup.
We're okay.
Good job on Austin. We're working our sources here. I'm bringing you cameras and Austin working the phone, so
good.
We're doing our best here.
Street
Beat Live.
That's over.
13, check okay on both.
Clear, thank
Revice.
Silver.
Okay. Is there, you said there's pretty good heavy front damage to that car?
It's on the right front. The damage on that vehicle should be in the front near the grill.
Okay. Does she know how fast she thinks she was going?
Not very fast. Is there damage to that vehicle? .301.
And on that domestic call,
There seems to be very light damage here. I was expecting heavy damage, but if we were going that fast, that makes sense.
Okay on the damage.
Okay, so what you just heard is verification of Austin's source that there is a third car involved with that hit and run, and that's what they're talking about. Is this other car? The domestic up in the north part of the county. Officers have called in that they are on scene, but they have not yet called in any disposition. They have not called in anybody's information. They have not called for backup. So it seems like that it may be that they're explaining the situation to the person that has the order, or they may be talking to the reporting party and just waiting to see if that person with the protection order does indeed show up. We don't know, but there's two sheriff deputies that have not been on that scene, so that domestic call is being covered and handled right now. Redwood Peach asks, is the scanner only for sheriff ambulance? No. Right now, because the majority of
13 text for report to give guys to 17.
Right, standby.
Right now, because the majority of the calls are happening in the north part of the county, that's why you're hearing mostly sheriff calls and ambulance calls. But you heard just a few minutes ago, Portsmouth Police had somebody pull over on a bicycle in front of Portsmouth Ambulance. So we have all of side of the county, Lawrence County, Pike County, and parts of Jackson.
1364, 17, 1043, 1043.
21.
Go ahead.
Okay.
But thank you very much for that question, Deborah. If you have any other questions, throw them out there. And Jeanette says, I can't understand it.
23 for 36.
I got a hold of the jail. The jail wants me to get this female cleared. She is currently very intoxicated from 6-9. They want her cleared before they'll take her into the jail. So I'm here at the FMC.
That's clear. I just wanted to let you know, I just got off the phone with them. They also confirmed her 80.
Thank you.
23, you mark it.
Affirmative, break for 86.
23, good.
It's going to be on a white Hyundai, no 7, no lights, FB 104 big run.
Fly 704.
507. I'll be out on Ohio temporary Union 278742. Union 278742. Be right here, solid Speedway. Yeah.
Okay, I changed microphones, so just let me know if you can hear the microphone more clearly. So let me know if you can hear the microphone more clearly. I just changed. Sean says that's better. Thank you so much, Sean. Yes, it's better. Thank you, Jake. Excellent. That's being a good Boy Scout. Actually, we've got 3 sets of microphones in here, don't we?
Start at 29.
Now,
negative 27.
Yeah.
Right. Male 6'9", 76 issues.
Never.
Also, 29 is going to serve that male as a D10 form. Doesn't appear as if we have that paper with us at this time.
Yeah, it's later in the deputy's room. We just looked.
Okay.
I'll be here at SMC, ending mileage 37207.9, 37207.9.
That's clear.
Portsmouth Games is on scene.
Okay.
County Control Squad 7, membership Orion, Southwestern 7, Romeo 9402, State Route 140. 9402, State Route 140. Have a couple of SO units out with the male having some mental health issues. Time now 2250.
13. Info for the 29. Mel stating that he's willing to go to the hospital.
yes, Jake. Always be prepared.
704 back there, Jake.
Good Boy Scout.
Yeah.
Good Boy Scout. All right, so you just heard the update on the domestic call. The person that said that they were going to come and unalive the other person has not received their protection order, and they did not have a protection order with them. However, they have now requested an ambulance to take that person for some evaluation. 76 is mental health. So, and you also heard them say that they agreed to go. So, the good folks at South Webster EMS will be traveling over there to assist those sheriff units and take this fellow to SOMC for mental health treatment, and then they will bring, you heard them say that the paperwork is on the desk.
Southwestern County, copy the page.
Clear.
So this person will be on a 3-day hold, so somebody will be able to just stop over there and serve him that paperwork, and they'll know exactly where he is. So yeah, so far tonight, all the action's been on the
23, back 33, 1 for equipment.
Copy.
And again, we are in Wheelersburg, and we are covering calls from
23 on
23.
I got 2 Ohio DLs when you're ready.
Go ahead.
First one's Sam Queen 042063. Sam Queen 042063. Break.
Go ahead.
2
Sean says, is there any good hot spots in the Berg as there is in Portsmouth? Wheelersburg's a little different. The answer, the direct answer to that question is yes, of course. Every area has their little hot spot. But the concern is our internet connection. If we get too far off Dogwood Ridge, we may lose a signal. But yeah, there's a couple regular spots in Wheelersburg. Matter of fact, when we were downtown last week, all the calls were coming into Wheelersburg, and we're like, holy crap, that's how it goes, Sean. That's how it goes.
They're going to be clear.
When you look at our reports, the majority of the reports, when you talk about a hot spot, actually comes from the left-hand side of your screen. That gas station is kind of the equivalent of the Speedway in Portsmouth. So there's usually something crack-a-lacking. Sean says figures every spot but the right spot. Yeah, buddy.
King Paul Charles.
So far, the only thing we have had tonight in Wheelersburg was a simple alarm call.
Charles,
and
6650.
we went over by there, and the alarm call was cleared as all is good.
Comes back on a Lavender 2011 Nissan four-door to a Kristen Bays out of Waverly. She's valid, -15, -56.
Copy. 37 on that vehicle, Milford Lane and Lucas Zone entry.
1507 Portsmouth, I'm 125.
Okay.
Copy.
So that's the third person now that's been taken to the jail. And the only calls we've been monitoring this for a couple hours now. The only calls that this would even come from would be that crash in Lucasville. So we've got three people in jail, and we know one of them was what they determined to be the not at fault driver, but ended up going to jail anyway. And so we report on those. Sometimes we put the headline, oopsie. You get karma kind of gets you sometimes, and you end up having to go down to the Pokey and enjoy their wonderful cuisine for a night or so. And we've talked, while the microphone was muted, we've talked about going down into Portsmouth, but you've heard the calls just as well as we have. There's, the Portsmouth cars aren't coming in either. They pulled over a bicycle. So that's all that's happening in Portsmouth at the moment. A lot of action on the north side of the county, though. But we're Wheelersburg, Franklin Furnace, Sodaville. We're covering this tonight, and if something downtown happens, we'll zoom down there and grab it. So, hey, that's what happens when you're live.
6833, morning traffic control button.
Copy. 23-3.
1364 Portsmouth, break for Kentucky DL.
Go ahead.
Edward 168-03806. That's the driver.
Okay.
That was the Ohio State Patrol.
Three of them.
Okay.
Do you need anything?
You're wrapping up pictures. Gonna run after that, Steve.
Okay. Force 145 in the scene. En route that 25 with 301.
Okay.
You guys are going to get good at these codes. We do this every weekend, Friday and Saturday night. Street beat.
Southwest just close 7 en route.
Copy, 2305.
All right, Street Beat is now on the move. Where are we going to go? I don't know. Where do you think, folks? Where are we going to go? We about lost a bumper on that one, didn't we?
Yeah, she didn't have the turn signal pull in.
No signal and just about took off our bumper. Hey, then we'd have a call in Wheelersburg.
It would just be weight reduction.
That's 61, 62.
Okay.
That mail's been served, that 10D form break.
Copy, good.
If you guys have time, can someone run over to the briefing room and see if this mail's actual physical copy is there so I can run it to the hospital to him?
Hey, firm, stand by.
And just like we said earlier, for those of you who joined, protection order, that's what they're talking about, protection order. Once a judge approves a protection order, it still does not go into effect until the person is served the protection order. And so there was a domestic here just about 20 minutes ago. It's been resolved. But
29.
The person is going...
I have it in hand.
Copy. After I get him to FMC, I'm going to run it back over to him.
Here's quick.
All right. And so the person that had the protection order against him asked to go to the hospital and agree, or was requested if he'd like to go to the hospital. He agreed. South Webster came out, transported him to the hospital, and now they're going to go ahead and get that paperwork, as you just heard, and meet him at the hospital so he will be officially served his paperwork whilst he does his 3-day on the move. Where do you think we are going to end up? Let us know in the comments. Take a guess. If you guess right, I want to know this. I want to know the specific. Where exactly do you think we're going? And see if you get.
Southwest 17 on scene.
Copy that, 2309.
What was that, Tom? This is Luton Air 1.
All right, so Southwesters on scene, so they're ready to take him to the hospital. So that's very good. Good resolution to that potentially ugly situation out there. I'll give you a hint where we're going. Sean asked about hotspots. We are going to a hotspot. So.
Hello, Tom. This is Luton Air 1.
Go ahead, Luton Air 1.
OSU picked up my crew from Cincinnati.
Clear out the OSU. Pick up your crew, 2310.
And for, I can't remember who asked if we just had Sheriff, that was MedFlight, and they were broadcasting all the way from Columbus, and we were picking them up
13.
on our
DS times 3.
The SCDN scanner, tailor-made just for you guys.
Go.
293 84 4464. 293 84 44 64. Right.
Good.
297 82 8228. 297 82 82 28. Right.
Good.
405 41 0739. 405 41 0739.
The first one comes back to Caleb Bailey, 39-year-old male, valid status, -15, position on that TPO. Second one comes back to Matthew Bailey, 41-year-old male, suspended status, -15. And the last one comes back to a Rachel Blevins, 34-year-old female, valid status, -15.
13 copies all.
3973 on 25.
Copy, 2312.
Boy, I tell you what, if you're coming up the main drag of Sodaville, holy moly, the giant holes in the
Columbus
middle of
MedFlight, Luton Air 1, final for OSU.
Luton Air 1 on final 2312.
$507
507.
Yeah, I don't want in West Virginia. 77 Paul 731. 77 Paul 731. Be westbound at the 17.
Yeah. Close my flight with my watch line safe posture. Windsor Willis gets down on 2314.
Flight 3 to County, we're en route to SMC.
Copy 2314.
Seven six six one four with point for rest check.
Okay.
Flight 5, almost by com, marks my flight.
See how bad this hole actually is. I almost drove into it. Ooh.
Columbus 3464, check for southeast, 3464.
It's a good foot drop into the ground. That wouldn't be pleasant to do.
That's Austin checking out the holes in Sodaville, and there are several of them. We were really surprised when we came up, so we'll let him. I'm not sure where he's going, so we'll do this.
Go ahead. Copy.
It's like basketball-sized grooves in the middle of the road as well. It's a good half a foot drop on all four sides. If you would drive into this thing without paying attention, it would not be pleasant for your car or yourself. Look at these people. They're getting some speed.
Close my flight with my watch park OSU, heading back to the west. Thanks for your help tonight. Houston Airline, I'm reporting OSU at 2317. You guys want to safe, we'll talk to you next time.
No problem in their off-road vehicle. But the Street Beats car did not fare as well.
Sean says, it's not a hole, it's a crater. Yeah, that's exactly right. It's crazy.
A little service over there. Thank you.
$76,176 out of EUR.
Okay.
23 on 4.
23.
There we go on traffic.
Right.
All right, guys, we're going to try an experiment. Last week we were talking about not being able to go through New Boston without losing signal, and a few of you suggested that we can now go through New Boston without losing signal. So we're going to take you way. But if we do lose signal, it will just be momentarily, and it'll pick back up. So bear with us, but we're gonna try this because our viewer said you can drive through New Boston now without losing the signal. So we're gonna give it a shot, see what happens. As we pass Walmart up here on the left, if y'all need us to pick you up anything, just put your order in the screen there. Not DoorDash. No, sorry, we're not DoorDash. Austin reminded me.
Okay.
Sure, you back 33. I'm going to be following the squad to the hospital. This male has a few tendencies we're familiar with.
You're clear. Okay.
$16.90 through Portsmouth, 330 Ironton.
Okay. 13, I appreciate your help.
No problem.
Okay, here we go.
Squad 7 county.
Squad 7, you're in.
We're going to be clear to scene and route to SOMC.
Yeah, 23.
We're going to see if we can get through New Boston without losing signal. It almost always used to happen, and I'm told that the towers have been updated and we can do this. So fingers crossed.
Southwest of 42 to Squad 7.
Go ahead, 42.
Need any help? Are you good?
We're okay.
How many people remember, so far so good, you're right, Sean. How many people remember the Golden Corral that used to be just off to the left of us? Or how many remember the dairy bar that is directly in front of us? Let us know.
How many of y'all remember that?
Oh, yes, the American restaurant. Austin brought that up. Ooh-wee, as Baby Toots would say. Ooh-wee, my babies.
507 be back 33.
Copy, 2325.
693, signal 62.
Sean, I'm not going to admit to the bar hopping part, but I can tell you I have never been to the American restaurant during the day. How about that?
$23.94.
Go ahead.
Only 33 from here. That 34 is not here. I really got information for a 47. We'll be en route to 8484, State Route 93. 8484, State Route 93. That's where he's at with a friend.
Copy.
23. Myself at 26 from 25.
Copy.
We just might make it. We might make it all the way through without dropping off. All right, so we are back in the city limits of Portsmouth, but I want to know, how do you pronounce it? Is it Portsmouth, Portsmouth, or Portsmouth?
I've had a couple people tell me it.
I tend to go with the locals that I've known said Portsmouth. Portsmouth. So here's another one for you. Austin brought this up. How many of you remember when the area code for Soda County was not 740, but we were a part of the 614 area code? How many of you out there, of course, you'd be telling your age, but how many remember your telephone number as a 614 telephone number here in Soda County?
1761, protection order.
Okay.
Sean says, unfortunately, yes. Sean remembers when the Soda County was in the 614 area code. Here's my mouse. It didn't fall away to the floor. Our driver wrecked my whole setup. This guy. I have to take him out during the week and teach him how to turn.
I'm essentially driving a land yacht through side roads.
True.
Hush.
Oh, Sean, he liked that comment. OJT. Oh, he had something when I was on mute. He said he was trained in basic driving, not driving Miss Daisy.
Basic driving, not driving.
You literally just called me Miss Daisy, and everybody knows I'm Grandma Hazel. For those of you that read my books, I'm Grandma Hazel. So I'm not Miss Daisy.
Control Porter Squad members, Porter FD members, you have a run. Runs will be located in the general area of 2640 Dogwood Ridge. 2640 Dogwood Ridge, being reference to a possible 1 car code 4, time now 2333.
Medic 1, you have a run. Medic 1, you have a run. 1311 3rd Street. Have an 18-year-old male having an asthma attack. He requested no sirens, please.
Fort Greene, Madison County, acknowledged. Fort Greene, out.
46, 304, 3925.
Copy, 2330.
Porter 1's en route.
Copy, 2334.
Squad 3 Dade County, we've arrived at SMC.
Copy, 2335. 68.
22, we just passed it. You turn around, it's going back there on the right.
Border 8, in route.
Portsmouth 73 units have reported the signal 100 on the bypass. So near the Minford exit, northbound and the southbound.
1761 Portsmouth, I'll be in route. Watch 39. I'm up those. Okay.
Good.
What's your 39?
Lucasville, Medford, bypass.
You got walk on with the FT, can you revive?
Lucasville, Medford Road, around Race Mountain.
Copy, disregard. Actually, can you start towards the Shumway Hollow exit? We're getting reports of a vehicle driving opposite way. OSP's been advised as well.
You're clear. Which lane are they going to be in?
It'll be 823 traveling southbound and northbound lane.
You're clear.
All right, so the Ohio State Patrol, as well as the
I got another call on 6, office 8.4.
Yeah.
are going to be out on the bypass, 823. You got a car going the wrong way. That's no good. There's nowhere to turn around up there. That's an oopsie. Ella, I'm not exactly sure what they said about Dogwood Ridge, because my driver made a crazy turn and all the stuff slid off my desk here, so I missed that call. I'm sorry, Ella. But I'm sure if they're out there,
Medic one's in route.
We'll hear it pick up.
That's clear.
Good thing I had the mic on mute, because Austin, the driver, said some things that weren't approved by the FCC.
It's taking about a mile marker.
It's right at the Shumway Hollow exit.
Porter, 23 County. We're in the area attempting to locate. We've not found anything yet.
You're clear.
Good. You said she is the not at fault, correct?
Right.
Just charge her with 451119. A1A.
Right.
Okay.
Medic one's on scene.
That's clear.
$22.04.
68, I'm in the area.
You're clear.
Good.
Ohio, Victor Union, 475-572. Victor Union, 475-572.
Isaiah, good question. That was security and from SMC.
Yeah.
Porter EMS.
Yeah, we were.
Porter EMS,
the way
go ahead.
we were parked. We were
There's a
parked.
car pulled off back to the old radio station. If you guys want to stop and check on them.
Affirmative, that's where we were heading.
76 miles.
It was a very nice meeting.
We haven't gotten any additional calls. The only description they could give us was that it was sitting in.
Yeah, very nice, very polite. He got a good peek at our setup, so that was nice. But no, we absolutely, if whether we're on a scene or while we're waiting on a call, we absolutely acquiesce to
7861.
the unlawful request. So.
Turn your lights on and try to slow traffic behind you. Just go slow.
And I've got them all already.
Porter EMS, we're going to be out of the old radio station. Check on the vehicle here.
Yeah, 2242.
22 comes back to Joshua Lane Hutchinson out of Pedro, Ohio. Age 17, valve -15. Copy, Mark, and hold that for 23, please. Copy. We're ready to Porter 1.
Go ahead.
Be advised, vehicle's off the roadway at the old radio station. She's advised she's already called AAA where she ran off the road. She has a flat tire. She said she doesn't need any medical or fire services.
You're clear. I'm clear, return.
So we are now at the Oasis. The Oasis. Across the street from Wayne Hills. They changed the name to Kendall Heights, but nobody ever says Kendall Heights. It's Wayne Hills.
Makes
So,
it sound fancy.
yeah, it makes it sound fancy. Okay, it's fancy, and they even put in a new brick sign. That's the only fancy. That's the real fancy part, right? Because it's at a slant.
Wasn't that always there?
Oh, really? That sign was always there, and they just pulled off Wayne Hills and put Kendall Heights on. They just changed the lettering. I think that brick looks newer than.
Wasn't it always called Kendall Heights?
No, they
People just called it Wayne Hills?
No, it was Wayne Hills forever and ever until like 2 years ago, and they changed the name to Kendall Heights.
I don't know if the sign's always been there or not.
It didn't catch on.
6, kid. We got any more calls?
Negative. I'll call the post, see if they've got anything.
You're clear. I have 3-5 down to the 140 exit. Negative contact. Look around, come back.
Copy.
Medic 1 dispatch, running out the SMC.
That's clear, Medic 1.
This is one of those locations where it is possible that we could see the crime live in real time before the police are called. If the police are called.
823 Pity. Everything is fine. Yeah.
This is also the place where we got chased last week.
Yeah, I was waiting on the scanner. He couldn't hear the scanner. I had it in my ear. But yeah, we were here last time. And
Squad 7 to county. We're arriving at the hospital. Copy, 2346.
29 will be out of this. Okay.
Copy, 2346.
What you just heard there.
1761. Hey. Maybe either turned around or took an exit. I'm gonna check the looks on there for ramps. Okay, I'm gonna go someone.
1364. I just turned on Luke's filter for like that all time.
Okay. So what you just heard was the, if you remember back a little bit ago, the domestic call where somebody called and said they were going to come to a person's house and unalive them. They have now been transported to SOMC, and that was what you heard was South Webster pulling into SOMC, which is why we were there. Anyway, SOMC or South Webster pulls into SOMC, and as we said before, then Unit 39 from the county, so that'd be 7339, had the paperwork for the protection order. So he'll be getting that whilst he's being evaluated at the SOMC and gets his 3 days mandatory hospital food. So yeah, we were there.
Portion of the ramps are clear.
Okay. Bring you that, but the security guard had a different idea, and so we're not one of those that you see on YouTube where they call them audit the police or be combative or confrontive. There's just no way. Absolutely, it goes against everything I believe in. So somebody asked very nicely and politely, and even checked out our gear, and it was a very nice conversation. But at the end of the day, we did acquiesce and depart, and then we missed the reason we were there. So that person has been delivered safely.
935 823 to 140 back UTL. Can we code out day post? Copy.
Okay.
One seven five.
175.
712 8th Street, apartment 16. I have a gentleman there that would like to speak to an officer about somebody breaking into his car.
712 8th Street, in Rome.
Affirm, apartment 16.
Isaiah says, do we ever get any good police chases? And that answer is yes. We have a whole playlist of police chases. So at any time you can go to our YouTube channel and see. But we've got plenty of police chases. But I also tell you that they just changed the law about 6 months ago on obtaining footage in Ohio, and it is now $75 to request body cam, dash cam.
Medic 1 dispatch, right at SMC.
It's clear, Medic 1.
Seven two six one four.
1761.
Yeah, Isaiah, that's not good. So we used to get
904, 22, 23, check it.
We're okay.
Copy.
1761.
Yeah, it used to be pretty seamless. I'd get the reports, have the number. We had a contact at OSP. I'd say I want all the footage, and it would take it would take usually about a week, depending on how many cameras, because I didn't just want one, because you never know who's going to actually effectuate the arrest. Look at me using big words this late at night. But anyway, so I would request them all, and about a week later we'd get them, and it was seamless and easy, and we did do very well with those. And those chases are still on. We've got some from Portsmouth Police, a couple crazy ones from Portsmouth Police. But yeah, we've got them. It's just that it's harder for us to get them from the state of Ohio, because they're now wanting $75 per footage. So if there were 5 troopers involved in a big chase, then that would be 75 times 5 cameras. So you're going to have to add some more dollar signs there, Isaiah. It's ridiculous.
904, 406, check it.
406, I'm good.
Copy. 800 units, check it.
We're okay.
Copy. 500 units, check it. Oh, wait, I'm okay.
507, I'm good.
600 units, check it.
It is 11:56. So we are ding, ding, ding.
904-605, check it.
We are coming to the end. Let's look at what the reel says. Post highway high intensity segments in shorts. Yeah, the money's terrible in the shorts. But if it goes viral, then that's great. But it's so tough. The shorts. Oh boy, that's tough. But Isaiah says dial that up quick. Yeah, and he's talking about the money and what the reel says. Go for the shorts. I would, and we've got several shorts up, but they do good on Facebook. But Facebook monetization isn't near what YouTube monetization is, and they're lousy on shorts. So if that gives you any indication, when you get done with the editing and everything, it's kind of a wah wah wah. Well, yeah, I'll take the last couple of minutes and explain. We've got. Let me drop this banner here real quick. It's nothing. They're not mad at each other, but just give you something to look at. I think you can see them on the left-hand side. No, we can't see them here at all.
Keep saying what's up.
What's up? How you doing? Give me a ride. Oh no, not give me a ride. Woohoo! There they go. It is Friday night. Let's go back to comments. Let's see what I'm talking about. Oh, that's right. If you don't mind me asking, how much money can you make on YouTube just posting these little videos? Okay, so that's a loaded question. And the reason why it's a loaded question is because it depends on how you do it, Isaiah. Once your channel gets monetized, then you get the AdSense revenue, which is better now than for a while. It was horrible after COVID. During COVID, it was great. Then it dropped in half, and now it's back up to where normal standard. So it's a lot better now than it was, but still not. You can't rely on that. I mean, you'd have to get, even at 5,000 views a day, just relying on AdSense alone, you're only making $30 a day. So what you'll see most other channels do is they'll have promotions, they'll have stuff in the say, hey, check this out.
Copy 2359.
You can go down in the comments, and the other way is through super chats. And those super chats really, really help, and that's why a lot of people go live, because the super chats are pretty popular. And so if you can get a good couple of affiliate links in your description, have a steady stream of super chats, then you'll be all right.
You get somebody like Mr. Beast on YouTube, and he had to hire an accountant because of how much money he was making per video.
All right, guys, I don't hear any action that requires us to go beyond our midnight time. It has been a pleasure. We thank you so much for joining us. We will be
25
back.
Athens, tow is on scene.
1025, Chris.
We'll be back
25 Athens, tow is on scene.
on the street beat tomorrow night from 9 to midnight.
605.
So, yeah, just answered your question. How late do y'all stay up? We broadcast from 9
Show voting
until
is back.
midnight. That's what
33
I
and
meant to say.
I'll
9 to midnight.
Drop off. Right.
Copy, go ahead.
I serve that paper too.
Copy. Here's one. 605.
All right. Thank you guys so very much. We'll see you tomorrow night here on Street Beat Live.
Hey, woo babies and big peoples. It's your bestest lil news anchor, Baby Toots Magoo, coming to you straight from the nursery of news and wonderment. I really hope you like the show where the big people sat around waiting on woo-woos and any sort of weird thing they could scoot around and find. Don't forget to tune into my videos. They say I'm getting real popular among the weirdos and the long hairs. This is Baby Toots, and my rash is getting better. Thank you all, and some cream.